Hey guys, Paul from Ashen. It is new comic book day for the week of April 27th. We're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing. We do a thing. Also, shirts, because you need a shirt.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Comic Book Store, Team Ashen, Paul and Tim Do a Thing, Capes and Scowls. I do stuff. Let's talk about our trades. I've got some golden books before we get to the real trades. We've got Lightyear from Disney, Buzz Lightyear one. We got Thor, Goddess of Thunder, just in time for the movie. We got Learn to Count with The Office. Who doesn't like that? And then we've got The Legend of Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. I've got Hellblazer. Paul, I've got Hellblazer. Don't edit that. I've got Hellblazer. I take my lumps. Hellblazer. Rise and Fall, which is a magazine size, in case you're wondering. Lock and Key, The Golden Age. This is kind of neat in a hardcover. We got Talon by James Tynion. It's a pretty thick book, collecting 0 through 17, as well as an issue of Birds of Prey. It's pretty definitive. We have Department of Truth, Volume 3. Paul loves Department of Truth.
Amazing.
Loves it. We got Phoenix Song, Echo. I read a little of this. Interesting story. I've got Stranger Things, Tomb of Yobwen. Usually these miniseries are pretty cool. They link things together. And then we've got Decorum. This is a big, heavy hardcover, but not heavy enough, Donald. But it's pretty cool. Got a sketchy cover.
First up, we have Justice League issue number 75, The Death of the Justice League. And this is a prelude to Dark Crisis. So, extremely bad things happen here. I don't really want to spoil it, but we are dealing with the darkness, and the darkness has been fought several times before. It was one of the linchpins of metal and death metal and all that kind of stuff. So it's back. It's back, and it needs to be fixed, but it's not going to be fixed with the usual heroes because of this issue. So, yeah. It's interesting. Like, while this would be compelling if it was on its own, the problem is there's no way that the events that happened here are going to stand throughout the entire thing. So, awesome, interesting story, but none of this is going to stick. So, read it if you like it.
All right, first up from me, we got Amazing Spider-Man, issue 1. I enjoyed this. I was a little lost. I didn't read the last series. I just thought it'd be nice to jump in. It's not so bad that you can't enjoy it. It's an interesting take, especially I did read Devil's Reign, so I understand what's going on with the Rose and that half of this. But it's a power struggle for supremacy in New York. You've got Tombstone kind of going to battle with the Rose, potentially. They're trying to avoid it, but things keep going wrong. It's kind of Spider-Man's fault. I have to get used to the way JR draws Tombstone. I'm just not used to it. Tombstone's usually this big hulking mass to me. But it's fine. I like Tombstone in this issue. He's a pretty cool character in the way they use him. A lot of minor villains get some play in this, which is nice. Peter is losing his shit, and it's a weird start, so I'm very curious to see where it goes. But Zeb Wells is really good as a writer, so I'm sure it will be a very entertaining story. So jump in if you want.
And my pick of the week, it is Batman Beyond the White Knight, issue number 2. I mean, what can I say? This book has been awesome already. This series has been amazing all the way through. I love every installment of this universe, and it continues. Bruce is out of prison. He doesn't like to be called Batman. Don't call him Batman. And he has a microchip in his head. That microchip is broadcasting Jack. Not the Joker, but Jack. And it's bugging him. And he has to basically find out what has happened to the super suit that Terry is now wearing and stop Derek Powers. And how that's going to happen, and the weird twists that you see coming through here are really, really interesting because, I mean, when things ended in the White Knight and the others, there was actually some decent, nice things that happened, and a lot of these are upended in the years that have passed since those installments. So it's really interesting to see the footing of each character that you've come to know and love, and where they are now. So definitely grab this.
And time for my pick of the week, Paul. What is my pick of the week?
I have no idea.
That's right, you don't. It's Bloodstained Teeth from Image. This book is pretty sweet. It has an awesome color palette. My goodness, the coloring is so good in this. Basically, you have two types of vampires. There's the firstborns that are the ones that are able to... they were born vampires. They're able to turn people into vampires. Then you have the other ones that are just... they're more ravenous, less sophisticated, I guess. And they are more rabid and they attack people for food. It's two different classes kind of thing. The main character basically is taking money so that he can turn people. He is a firstborn. And through the events of this book, other people are not so keen on that. And he is given an interesting task by the end of the book. The visuals are pretty crazy, pretty creepy. I am very curious to see where this goes, if this gets real dark or it's an intellectual kind of book. I enjoyed it. It's a thinky in some ways, even though it's so violent and so over the top. But the color is really what puts it over the top. It's got like a pop art feel. I think you would enjoy it. So you specifically would enjoy it. So check it out. I liked it. All right, that is it. Thank you for checking us out once again. Hope these reviews were helpful to you. Maybe make a decision on some of these new number ones. Check us out on Paul and Tim Do a Thing, our other YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And that's about it. You guys, you have a good night, huh? Have a good one, huh? It's easy this time. Just, you.
It seems very like Jewish father. It's like, go on, do
you, the thing, yes. You, go. Absolutely. I guess that's my Jewish father voice. I don't know. Whatever.